The deadlift is considered a hip hinge, which strengthens your posterior chain, so your glutes, your hamstrings, your calves, and everything up the back of your body, so even your shoulder blades and all of those stabilizing muscles, your spinal erectors, all of those good things. So the way that I teach the hip hinge, and again, making sure that people are performing this correctly, is to first use a PVC pipe. So unlike the squat, where we're looking for maximal knee bend with maximal hip bend, the hip hinge is looking for maximal hip bend with minimal knee bend. So I use a PVC pipe to make sure that your back is in the correct position. So I want your head, your shoulder blades, and the top of your butt to be in contact with the PVC pipe. Your feet are going to be about hip width apart. Push your hips back, leaning forward with a flat back, and then slightly bending your knees to protect your low back and maintain that PVC pipe contact. So again, this is the hip hinge motion that I'm looking for, and a lot of times I test this motion first with a PVC pipe. So from the front it looks like this, and then from the side it looks like this. So again, my back is nice and flat, my knees are slightly bent, and I'm loading my hips and my hamstrings to protect my low back. Then, once that is perfected, we can move on to weighting it. So a lot of times I start with a kettlebell, driving your knees out, shifting your weight back to your heels, leaning forward, that nice flat back, just like I did with the PVC pipe, loading my hips and my hamstrings, big deep breath in, protecting my core, bracing my belly, driving through your heels to bring your hips back up to stand. Unloading or lowering the same way that I picked it up, hips back, keeping my lats tight to keep the kettlebell close to my body, and then dropping the kettlebell down, dropping my hips with the kettlebell. So again, here's that, and then from the side, it should look like this. Again, you should feel this all in your hips and your hamstrings and nothing in your low back. If you're feeling it in your low back, then we need to go back to the PVC pipe and relearn this movement.